Let's move on to one more item before we get to our main topic here, and that is the never-ending, ongoing soap opera-like drama of MoviePass. Now, we all know all the stuff that's going on with it. The shares have now dropped to 4 cents a share from at one point, well, really, it was at like $31. But after you take into consideration the 250 to 1 stock split, they said the stock value was actually once at like $8,000, and now it's at 4 cents. So that's continued going on. But apparently the people that this is really hurting the most, the shareholders, the people who bought in to this whole thing, they're now suing MoviePass. A group of shareholders are putting together a class action lawsuit to sue their own company, to sue MoviePass, claiming that they were basically lied to and there was misleading information that was put out there that led to them buying stocks in MoviePass. Now look, it's a little boring to read text, but this is important stuff. So I'm going to read this excerpt from the story in Deadline, okay? This is important stuff. So here it is. Despite press releases touting MoviePass's subscriber growth, the suit contends that the business model was unsustainable and that it was inevitable that the parent company, Helios, would run out of cash or lose so much money as to raise questions about whether it could remain a viable business. MoviePass's business model was not sustainable because there was no reasonable basis to believe MoviePass could monetize the model to a degree that could be maintained before being too buried in debt to survive, wrote attorney Mark Levine on behalf of Braxton. Braxton, by the way, is the main shareholder who is leading this class action lawsuit on behalf of other shareholders, okay? So it goes on to say, the turning point came on July 27th when Helios disclosed a regulatory filing that it couldn't make payments to its merchants and that resulted in a service interruption. Helios' stock plummeted, losing 96% of its value since that SEC filing. False and misleading statements or material omissions caused the damages suffered by Braxton and the others' class members. The suit contends. Braxton asked the court to certify the complaint as a class action suit and to hold a trial where he and others could seek out to recover their losses. So, one of the things that I have been most upset about when it comes to MoviePass isn't, whatever, the deal does this, the deal does that. My biggest problem with MoviePass over the past number of months has been that they've been acting like a bunch of shady gangsters, trying to strong-arm studios and strong-arm this and trick people into that and trick people into this and all that kind of nonsense. And now you've actually got the shareholders saying, hey, look, you sold us a bill of goods. You made these grand promises, oh, we can do this and we can do this. When you knew that this business model was not sustainable, you were giving us false information, and we bought stocks in your company. Now, some of you might be thinking, is it really that big of a deal if you're a shareholder? Well, let's put it this way. Most of these serious stock shareholder guys, they don't buy 10 stocks like you and me. They buy 5,000 stocks. They buy 10,000 stocks. They buy 100,000 stocks, right? So let's go back to when MoviePass started up its whole $10 a month deal, right? The stock of the company at that point was around $30. So let's say you're a serious stock player and you bought 10,000 stocks. You bought 10,000 shares of Helios and Matheson. That's MoviePass's company, okay? Here's the thing. At that time, when you bought those 10,000 shares of MoviePass back in October, the value of those shares was $300,000. So if you wanted 10,000 shares, you as a stock market guy, you put up $300,000, expecting you're going to make some money because, hey, this MoviePass company is talking about all this growth and all this good stuff's going to happen. We got this great business plan, blah, 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 blah. Today, that $30 share is worth 4 cents. 4 cents. That means if that $300,000 share you bought today is worth $400. In other words, in October, the money you spent buying MoviePass stock, you could have bought 6 BMW 540i's. You could have bought 6 of them. Today, with all your MoviePass stock, you can buy a used Xbox One X. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy Halo. So clearly it's understandable why MoviePass and the shareholders of MoviePass would be very upset. Why they are looking at MoviePass saying, you sold us a false bill of goods, and now they want to sue MoviePass, the company they are part owners of, to recover a bunch of their money. Because like I said, if you bought 10,000 shares, you're out $300,000. Just like that. It's out. So anyway, that's the ongoing drama with MoviePass. All right, with that out of the way, let's get on to the main topics today.